Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Non-Reality, and in today's video, I am making a guide on Dehkia, Pila. Now, to get started, let's look at how to actually get here. So this is in the desert area, which means you are going to want to grab yourself a compass. Now, Dehkia, Pila is all the way over here on the very east side of the desert. Now, personally, how I got here, although it doesn't really matter, I don't think it actually makes a difference if you run from here or not, but basically I went to Sandgrave Bazaar, I mapped, or I took the well from Altanova over to Valencia, and then I mapped to Arehaza and then ran over. I don't know if that's the fastest. That's the way I did it. Probably the most like wrong way of doing it. But anyway, the main point you need to know is if you guys have a compass, all you have to do is go to the Monster Zone info, type in Pila, and then you will be able to fast track there. I can't because I don't have a compass right now because it did run out. But if you do have a compass and you click on it, it will take you exactly where you need to go. And you can auto path now in the desert. If you guys do not know that, you can actually just auto path right to the location as long as you have it marked on the map. But yeah, once you get here, just follow the Dehkia location all the way down to this thing right here. I'm not going to show you how to get down here because all you got to do is click on the navigation thing and it will take you literally to this one right here. Now, to get started on like what gear and stuff to use, so when you do this rotation, a lot of the mobs are human, but a lot of the mobs are also demi-human. Two of them are demi-human, the bigger ones. Basically, I would recommend running the most generic damage setup ever. This isn't like, other places where you want to run demi-human or human or this or that. I'd recommend running just like general like death blow or anything else that gives just general AP along with crystals. Just use your most general crystals you have. Personally, for my crystals, I'm looking at something like this, kind of just like an all-around do damage build, nothing too crazy here. And then that's my lazy version if I feel like I'm gonna die because I'm not looking. One thing you could add if you want to is knockback resistance. Now, I only kind of recommend this for like newer players or people with not a ton of gear. Obviously, it's a Dehkia spot, so you do still need a decent amount of gear. But if you're on the lower end, maybe throw these on because you do have some AoE damage that could kill you. From what I've kind of heard from multiple people. Some people I hear that this spot hits hard, and some people I hear that this spot barely does any damage. So I guess it highly depends on your class and also your gear. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Run the knockbacks if you want to. If not, just go for a full like damage build, no specific species damage at all. But for the actual rotation, it is super simple. So basically, you just go up to this thing right here. It would normally have like a thing on top, but I play on the actual lowest settings possible, so that doesn't exist for me. Now, basically, all we're going to do is we're going to drop this down and we'll see that it's going to start. Don't worry about that at 48 points. I've been grinding a decent amount recently, and that is why I don't have any points at all. So, like most of my videos recently on these Dehkia desert spots, they don't actually do that much. And I know I get like a ton of comments that are like, oh, you didn't explain this one mechanic that happens at a specifically frame 10 of the mob using a certain ability that does 0.0 damage. Look, I know I don't explain that stuff, and that's just because it's irrelevant. So you see that red AoE that just did and that purple one right there, those are like your only mechanics. The only way that you're going to be able to get hit by those is if you're one, not paying attention, or two, you get knockbacked into the ability, which is why I said if you're, low level, bring knockback resistance. Now, the reason I'm not doing a ton of damage is I'm not buffed up at all, mainly just because I don't want to waste buffs for showing you guys a spot. But basically, all you're going to do is you're just going to kill these mobs. They keep respawning. After you kill every mob except for two, they'll just keep respawning over and over again. It's like stars and towers in a way, except you don't have to worry about them damaging this little bell tower here. So, just kill the mobs. They'll keep respawning over and over again. And then every once in a while, you'll get a giant mob, which is basically just an event. And like any other giant mob event, just don't stand in the damaging circles and you will be completely fine. And that is the whole spot. I know, crazy. It's almost like they've made the same exact monster zone in the past, like for the past year. All of the Dehkia spots are in the desert are basically the exact same. You go to a tower, you kill shit, and you don't get hit by the circles. And some people still think that is something that I need to explain in greater detail. But yeah, that's basically it for the spot. Now, the treasure and stuff you are looking for here. Now, when the spot first came out, everyone was kind of like, oh, this spot's only going to be good for the map piece, because usually with these spots you kind of grind here only for this one treasure piece and nothing else. I'm trying to not get attacked by these mobs in the background. But basically, the spot actually isn't pretty. This spot isn't bad. Now, when I say that, I mean it's around 800 to 1.2 bill. or 800 mil to 1.2 build, depending on your gear, obviously, and how efficient you are at the spot. And I'm getting my ass beat by a tiny mob. There we go. Now he's dead. Anyway, so basically what you're looking at here, we got the traces of violence. Very nice. We have the tainted token piece. That is your trash. That is like your trash item. We obviously have the scrolls of written language that you always get at desert spots. We got the ancient spirit dust. We got the traveler's maps. We got the black spirit claws, which are used to, enter certain zones in BDO. We have the soiled Sicily's necklaces, which you can are like press to open, and you'll have a chance of getting a Sicily's necklace or a shattered Sicily's necklace. If you get the shattered one, you need 100 to turn to a regular one. We have the Heart of Explorer's Compass. It's pretty decent to keep your compass up at all times. We have the Kafra Stones, the Marnie's Research Box, which if you guys don't know what this is, because I feel like they don't use it at a ton of spots, or I guess most spots do have it, they're just really rare. You basically just get a box that will have a little like gem in it, similar to ones that you might use during season to get more XP. And if you kill 10,000 mobs, you'll get a reward if you hand it in to Marnie. Pretty simple there. Now we have the map pieces, what everyone obviously is going to be going for here. This is, to get the upgraded map. I completely forget the name of it because I have not even looked at it in a while. I don't think it's that great of a treasure item, but it is still pretty decent. So this is one of the map pieces that you can get from here. You actually do need 2 of them. So if you guys don't know, every treasure spot for the map, you need 2 pieces from Pila and 2 pieces from Raud Sulfur Mine. So yeah, you have those right there. You have the Jonas fragments, which are pretty decent because you do need those for a few things still. We have Masses of Pure Magic. We have the Sealed Blackstones. The normal Blackstones, since they did combine everything together, you just got Blackstones now. And then we have the Spectre's Energy to make Black Star, along with the Sicily's Necklace full drop, and we do have the Devereka Earring, which is pretty nice, along with some artifacts, range AP, range damage reduction, and ranged evasion. But yeah, that's basically it for the spot. As you can see, 300 to 400 here. I hope you guys did like this video. Like I said, 800 mil to 1.2, 1.5 mil, depending on where you're at in the game. I think it's pretty decent. Some people might tell you different because those people are tapping Debos every single day. Good for them. But yeah, anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.